It's me, Ida from Ida Tarot. Welcome to another pick a card reading. I think I used to have an intro, but I forgot it. It's been a year since I did a tarot reading, so excuse me because I'm going to be very awkward. Might not make eye contact with the camera a lot, but that's just me currently. I'm trying to work better, which is what this tarot reading is about. I'm going to give you guys 3 different options, and we're going to be thinking, talking, meditating, internalizing how it is like you reach your best potential, the best you. How do we get there? The first option is, I believe this is a clear crystal quartz, and I got it in Bogota, Colombia. These are going to be like from places that I've been to that I really like. This one I got in Asheville. It's yellow cellulite. I'm really bad with English right now because I'm Mr. Worldwide. Anyways, this is an amethyst from my island home, or my island country, Cape Verde. I got this on another island, not the island I live in and was born. But anyways, pick any of those 3 and I'll see you in your tarot reading. My group number 1, if you chose the clear crystal quartz from Bogota, Colombia, this reading is for you. We're going to be using the Smith-Waite Tarot Centennial Edition. It's so cute. It's literally my favorite tarot deck currently. I bought it. This is my most recent one. As you can see, I have a couple tarot decks. Yeah, this one is badass. I call it Georgie. Georgie is being a little shy, and this is Georgie's introduction into the internet. Anyways, we're gonna be answering the question of how you can be your best self. How do we achieve that? Everyone's talking about like be the person you want. Who the fuck is that? How do you get there? Let's see. Oh, Georgie has things to say. And Georgie says you have things to do. But baby, I feel like everyone's procrastinating, working on themselves currently, and like putting all their energy towards other things. But that's not what we're here for right now. You have a lot of shit to work on. So day by day, work on each one of those things, because baby, if you don't take control of the things that it is that you can't take control of, everything else around you is going to falter. And my therapist said the best thing ever about control, and I'm pretty sure everyone's therapist goes with the mindset like the things outside of your control are just going to bring you more stress, so don't think about them, because that's not you, right? And another thing my therapist said, or maybe this was with TikTok, I've been learning a lot about TikTok through TikTok, but something along the lines of don't set up goals for other people. So when you're telling people, hey, I need you to get a job, I need you to do this, blah, blah, blah. No, those are goals for other people. You set boundaries with people. So be like, hey, I can't do this if you don't do this, right? Those are boundaries. Those are not goals for other people. So it's not like finding ways of working out your relationships, working out those little things that are giving you a lot of stress currently, the things that need to be weeded out, the people that need to cut off, or people that need to be cut off, projects that need to be cut off, all of that shit. Also, I don't know why I'm speaking so fast. I'm sorry. So you can achieve your best self. Look at this. You're going for this. Let me just show you. You're going for the 9 of Pentacles, right? You want the total independence. You don't want all of these things you have in your life to feel like a burden. So cut them off. That's how you achieve your best self. Be confident. Look at the King of Wands. King of Wands is one of my favorite motherfuckers. They're so cocky. But there's a certain thing about cocky people that I'm just like, yes, live your best life. You are the best. And everyone else who told you aren't the best is a lying-ass motherfucker. And they're just a hater. And that's what the King of Wands lives. That's the mentality of the King of Wands. They're not here to impress people. In a sense they are. But they just want to show off. They don't care that that some people are like going to say something about it, because they understand that those people are just haters. They don't have a secure sense of self. And when you don't have a secure sense of self, then people can tell you whatever. These things get attached, right? So you got to get out there, right? Get out there, live your best life, be your best self, show everyone who you are. Don't hold back, because you are one funny ass motherfucker. You're attractive as fuck. King of Wands giving me very much Leo. And with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like either your moon is a earth sign, which is probably why you think the fuck a lot. I'm giving Virgo energies. I have beef with Virgos. That's just me being an Aquarius. Let's see, what else can we tell them, Georgie? Georgie's a bad bitch. A motherfucking bad bitch. Oh my god, have I been going? Oh, I thought I was going for 12 minutes. I was looking at the wrong thing. I've been going for 3 minutes. Georgie, what do we have to say today? Georgie got a lot to say, but Georgie, we don't have time for that. This is me showing my true self, being confident in who I am. And I'm one community. So, you people, myself included, tend to forget that we have community for a reason. I think subconsciously, we always have been building the best networks for ourselves. You probably have so many resources that if you engage in the moment, if you do this work of like writing things down, like what do I need to do, the steps, being very Virgo-like in like Virgos can be, okay, I like Virgos sometimes, but they can be the masterminds behind planning. So just plan that shit out. Be an evolved Virgo. That's the words I was looking for. Evolve, bitch. Anyways, and if you want to look into what an evolved Virgo looks like, Google evolved Virgo. What does that look like versus a Virgo who is just being so mercurial that they don't stop, right? Stop and write down. You're an earth sign for a reason. And you gotta tap into your earth people. Those people who make you feel good. Those people who you can build with you. Those people who are in the same mindset. The people who are just be like, yeah, I need that. I need to get this transformation going. You need support. You can't do anything else. You can't surround yourself with other people who are just gonna be like, I'm not trying to do this. Not for you right now. Because you're very susceptible to other people's energy. Heartbreak. I literally was just texting a friend group peeps about this. And it was all about how we need to sit in the moments in which we feel not good. You know? I saw TikTok. I watch a lot of TikTok. But it was talking about how people who experience trauma, particularly those who developed PTSD, CPTSD, whatever trauma response it may be that you fucking attain from all your fucking trauma and whatever. Anyways, we are so good at analyzing our feelings. Sometimes, like, if you have a therapist or if you talk to your friends, you can talk out your feelings to the point where it's like, why do you need a therapist? You're the therapist of your friend group, basically. And you need to stop that. Feel the heartbreak. Stop analyzing. Stop thinking about why you feel so bad. Feel it. Cry it. Draw it. Don't fucking talk about it. Don't think about it. Don't ruminate about it. Just feel. And you need to feel that heartbreak. There's a lot of heartbreak going on. And things might not be going your way, and probably why you're watching this video, but just like feel it. Fucking feel it and do something about it. People been saying, and I used to say this all the time too, but I think I've been realizing a lot more recently because I've been thinking about how I used to say this and not really live this. But saying I thrive in chaos when you really let chaos thrive in you. You know? Like, babes, is that really what's going on? Are you really thriving in chaos? Or is this bitch kicking your ass? But I'm a Scorpio moon. And one thing about chaos is, baby, it's the most transformational time. I think June 14 was when the moon was the closest to the Earth it'll be all year. And that was a full moon in Sagittarius. Jupiter, baby, likes to expand shit. Probably a lot of shit was going down around that time for all of us. I haven't even had the moment to sit down and really internalize the last month. And June 14th. Anyways. Change. God is change, as Octavia Butler told us. It's my bitch, Octavia Butler. You got decisions to make. And I think this also goes back to this. You feel kind of immobilized. But fuck that shit. Just make a decision. I know it's really hard for people who overthink to make a decision. But stop ruminating. Just fucking do it. YOLO. You know, you only live once. If you guys have watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, you know, like it's kind of really based on the first theory that ever was put there about the multiverse. In like the 1960s, the scientists got together. I don't know, it's one scientist, but his theory was the first one to be published about the multiverse. And it basically went that every decision you make leads to a different outcome. So if I decided to pick this up, right? If I didn't, in some other universe that triggered off something else. Whatever it is that I do, that decision leads to a different outcome. So there's a lot of parallel universes out there. But anyways, in one of those parallel universes, you're doing the shits. So let's get to it. Make that decision, because whatever fucking happens. Do it. YOLO. For real. I've been going on for 8 minutes. I'm gonna get like 2 more. How do we get this person to their best self? And then I'm gonna do like Moonology and this really fun thing I got from TikTok. All right, one more. I'm gonna need an explanation for that. I'm sorry about that in the background. What is that? God, it's still in there, Georgie. I need to understand it. At the bottom. Okay, Georgie has a lot to say. This is why they're my favorite bitch. Okay, the first card that came out is Balance. This card gives me very much Libra. Venus rules Libra, and the other part of Venus is Taurus, the grounding, the sort of balance of give and take. I think Libras, everyone, tends to give more than they take at times. There are some people out there that are just fucking taking, and you know those bitches, the vampire energy bitches, whatever the fuck y'all want to call them, your friends. Anyways, some people don't deserve that energy, all that love, all the shit that you should be honestly giving to yourself. Which is what Georgie was talking about here. This card came out and I was like, what the fuck? Why would they want to be anxious in order to be their best self? But it kind of, I think, was alluding to what I was talking about before, feeling the heartbreak. Because that's how you heal, baby. Look at this, the star. A star is born. A star is fucking born after chaos. It's kind of giving me like Phoenix vibes. If you guys have ever watched Runaway, that like Kanye visual album for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is giving me that. It's giving me burn so that everything comes out beautiful. Now I'm always telling everyone, let everything burn so that you can build from a strong foundation. But yeah, that was what Georgie had to say. And Georgie, you're a fucking bad bitch. Shouts out to you, Georgie. I'm gonna use Monology. This is Lua though. I give the decks I use a lot of names. They're cool. They're cool energies. So just like I feel what you have to say. So I have to respect what you have to say, you know. So let's see what Lua has to say to you about becoming your best self. This is a prom song. This is gonna get 3 cards from you, Lua. I have Afrobeats in the background. I love Afrobeats. Okay. Wow. It's 2 full moons and 1 new moon. Okay, I'm gonna start with the full moon since it literally was just a full moon. One is in Capricorn, the other is in Taurus. This is a lot about grounding. I have been doing so much internal research. I don't know. I guess research as in reading books, and also internal like meditations about trying to see how the books relate to my life in the root chakra. Maybe there's so much there, and I don't want to get started, but basically these 2 very much about grounding energy. The youngest, where's Taurus? The youngest and the eldest of the earth elements, and I think it might be alluding to the fact that you're like an old spirit trapped in a child's body. And what I mean by a child's body is that like a lot of the times you are stuck in the age you experience your trauma in, because your body just like remembers the things you don't. And this is, baby, this is so scientific. I can get into it for days, but a lot of the times the way we experience our physical body, the way that we sometimes think about it subconsciously, is of that age of trauma. But you have this old soul, the analyzing that Georgie was talking about. And with your dreams in the practical plan with the full moon in Taurus and the end of a tough cycle approaches with full moon in Capricorn, I think it's talking about like being integrating both of those, being able to kind of find a good middle between that child and that elder, finding a space where you can have your childhood dreams and be practical about it, you know, make those things work and be an adult, whatever the fuck that means. And meditate and contemplate, baby. New moon in Pisces. Pisces is the last zodiac sign for a reason. These bitches think. That's why they're so airheaded. That's why Pisces is always out there, because they're existential as fuck. And yeah, with the your dream needs a practical plan, we need to like think, actually think, like, how do I say this? Some people don't actively think. There's a lot of passive thinking going on. You need to actively write down your thoughts, all these other things, in order for it to manifest into things. The last tidbit, and I've been going for 14 minutes now, about 15. I'm just gonna, this is from What Do You Mean? I saw a TikTok in which a person was talking about them and their friends using these cards as responses for whatever. So, or just like as tarot devices, not tarot, but divination devices. Anyways, I think the question I want to ask this deck is, what does the person, what kind of like mood, what like mood should you adopt in order to be your best self? Oh, that was quick. That's so funny. Yeah, I recently went on Instagram rant how about giving less shits about shit makes life so much better, and this person is, look, this beer rather is just so done. You just need to get to that point where you're just like, fuck this shit, this is not for me, I'm done, out, turn your back, it's bullshit. But yeah, babes, I hope y'all enjoy that. It felt really good to get back into it. Y'all, my first reading in a year for YouTube. I think I've been doing TikToks and shit. I've been out. Anyways, hi, group number 2. If you picked the yellow calcite, I got it. Anyways, if you pick that one, this reading is for you. We're going to be using that for Avatar Tarot deck to figure out how it is you can become your best self. The song in the background is just getting me like, yeah, do it, baby. Yeah, do it, baby. Maybe you should dance more. My therapist is a trauma-informed therapist, and she always tells me to dance when I'm feeling anxious, and it helps a lot, actually. Because, you know, trauma is stored in the body. So when you move your body, it's easier to get out of that moment, to get your body to forget what the fuck it's trying to remember, and your mind can't remember. Anyways, let's get into it. How do you get into your best self? I feel like you need to know that. Ooh. All right. This is Nzinga. Nzinga, it's been some time since we've interacted. Okay, I think Nzinga is talking to me right now. I'm sorry. Can we get a reading about how this person who's watching can get to their best self? Thank you. Sorry, I was just like silently having a conversation with my deck because I feel so bad. Anyways, 10 of Cups. Your first card is so beautiful. Oh my god, it looks so good in this camera light right now. Anyways, I just love the 10 of Cups because it's all about love, and like love in an extension of the word. I recently been thinking a lot about how love, particularly in America, people say I love you a lot. Oh, focus on me. Anyways, people say I love you a lot, but love is not an action. It's more of a saying. Here, my family, we immigrated to the United States. I came here when I was 9, but love is an action for us. We don't usually say I love you, but we do the things that I consider to be loving things. And honestly, yeah, I've had to ruminate on that a lot. I've been thinking a lot in the last year I was gone. Anyways, this extension of love is what you're feeling and what you need to feel in order to be your fullest self. You are a lover. You're very much a fucking lover. And stop lying to yourself, telling you you're not. Telling yourself you're not. You love love. You love to love. You love all things about love. You love figuring out love. You love what if you're figuring out what it means for you. Relationships, all these things. That's just you, and you just gotta live with that and be okay with that. That's like half of the journey, because love is love for yourself. So you gotta love that you're a lover. The Ace of Cups talks about it. Wow, I'm just getting ahead of myself. Self-love is the best kind of love. And I've been learning that a lot in the last year that I've been gone. Yeah, it helps tremendously to love yourself before you can give love to others. Because baby, there will never, and I say this, it will never be love unless you love yourself. Actually, you personally will never feel love for another person unless you love yourself. I think the person could very much, depending on where they are, feel love for you, but you cannot feel love for another person unless you feel it for yourself. Whatever you're dishing out to that person is not from the person who feels what love, who feels, understands, acts what love is. Because if you can't do it to yourself, how are you doing it to others? If these are things that you do to other people, right? If you're like, oh, I love this, I love making food for other people, but you don't eat. Like, are you just projecting at this point? Sorry, this became a therapy session, but it's gonna get there with this 9 of Swords, baby. You don't sit the fuck still. And it's literally popping up in your dreams. You're just probably like, if you are usually a dreamer, you're probably not having dreams anymore, or it's very hard for you to remember it, or the opposite. If you're not a dreamer, then you're just fucking awakened with the fucking dream, especially around the new moon, the full moon. Baby, things are wacky up here. And you need to sit in that. You need to love every part of that. Love the fact that your life is shit right now. And it's okay. Just love. During this year of being gone, started to internalize how a lot of my actions for the past year were out of a place of fear. Where I was just acting out of fear. And I was like, wait, but these things are things I want to do in for love. How am I gonna fucking achieve that by acting out of fucking fear? Think, Idalina. And then I did. And then I felt. It was really hard to feel. But we gotta get there. We all gotta get there. What else can we say to this person about achieving their best self? How do they get there? What does that mean for them? Your best self. Who is that person? Your best self. Man, my best self. Man, my down, my best self. Best self, best self. Sorry, I'm like singing "Glamorous" by Fergie. I should never say sorry about singing "Glamorous" by Fergie. I take that back. I love "Glamorous" by Fergie. Okay, I think we got more than enough. Thank you, and thank you, bye, bitch. Anyways, Three of Pentacles also came out for the first people. Anyways, I think this is also talking about the fact that I feel like for a lot of us who are spiritually inclined, and particularly during times where you're watching a lot of tarot readings on YouTube, you are going through a dark night of the soul. You're spending a lot of time yourself. Even if you're with other people, you're very much you. And whenever you make it to the other side of whatever the fuck, you realize how much of a community you've built. People who have like-minded like-minded goals, or finding spaces and ways to connect to those people. Like, I think a lot of the times we kind of get caught up in feeling that I know, like, you know, negative perspectives. But truthfully, when you get at that dark night of the soul, because it truly is a time in which that perspective is I don't. When you get out of that space, wherever it takes for you, sometimes it's just time, you know, you'll start to realize the network you've built for yourself and start relying on it. Community, it's very important. 1,000% important, 1,000,000,000% important. And I've realized how much or how individualistic the United States is. I am very much a traveler. I immigrated here when I was 9, and I have not set foot. Not really, but I haven't really settled for a very long time, except for COVID. But I'm always on the fucking airplane. I'm off everywhere, anytime, baby. And that's taught me a lot about how the people see the world differently. And it helps to be here on this earth when you can see it from many perspectives. And yeah, it'll help you be on this earth if you can connect to people, the community you've built. Travel. Maybe that's what I'm talking about, my own traveling. If you've never been anywhere, I will assure you the bogus bitch can visit anywhere. Idalina Peanut, was so fucking broke for the last 8 years. This is kind of the turn in my life. I've finally got a job, like a working full time. Oh my god, that's crazy. Anyways, got a job. But anyways, this is the change in my life happening right now, from student to fucking corporate worker. Anyways, I was able to make it through traveling to a lot of different places. Sometimes I would just come to different places with $300 extra. I haven't paid for everything else, but like there's so many destinations that are so cheap, and you can make it cheap. And I think sometimes people in the United States can get caught up in places being dangerous, but if you can make it in the United States, you can make it anywhere. Except for like world or war. I don't know about going to the war places, but like everywhere else, you're fucking fine as shit. Most of the time, it's safer than some neighborhoods in the United States. People be chilling out there. You just got to see more of the world. Maybe that's just will help you get it out of this perspective. You don't even have to leave the United States or wherever the fuck it is that you are watching this from. Just fucking travel in your country. Take a bus, take a train. There's so many ways, so many resources, so many different things you can do. And if you put your mind to it, the money will come. You'll figure it out a way. You'll figure out a way. If you just put your mind to it, you'll figure out a fucking way. It's a once. Figure out a fucking way. I went to this program in which they really drilled in us. Figure it out. And I never will forget that. I literally want it tattooed because it is always about figuring it out. Life is figuring it the fuck out. All these systems in the world, everything is built against us. It's not meant for us to have a spiritual and physical experience. We're literally meant to fucking die. They make money off us fucking dying. Anyways, what the fuck are you gonna do about that? We can't exactly, or not that we can't, we can, but people aren't exactly choosing to have a revolution. So before that fucking happens, just take action every day to make your reality reflect that of what you want. Just take fucking action. I have it up there on my to-do list. It's the only thing up there. I haven't changed it since July 10th. We do, we act, we love, and that's for real, for real. Six of Cups, I think, is also similarly talking about these feelings. Like, you're a very community-oriented person. And I think the reason I was going off about, like, I don't know if I said this earlier, but the United States is a very individualistic country. But everywhere else that I've been, and what I've experienced in my own island home of Cape Verde is very community-oriented. You can't survive without the community. And I think at times we forget that here because it feels like you can. But that's false, baby. You need your community. Anyways, yeah, that's what Nzinga had to say to us. Thank you, Nzinga, for being a bad bitch. I'm going to use the Moonology Oracle cards, and I call that bad bitch Luna. Say hi to Luna, y'all. Anyways, Luna going to give us a little message since it was like the full moon, the 14th. Yeah. Thanks, Luna. Have faith in your dreams, crescent, wax and crescent moon. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Okay, what's the last one, Luna? Yeah, Luna. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. This is just like a lot going on. When the fuck isn't there? You know, for you particularly. But I feel like a cycle is coming to an end. You've been going through a lot of your fucking life will be 50 different cycles at the same time. But there is one particular one that is very prominent. Maybe it is that you're ending something big in your life. It's coming to an end. There's nothing you're gonna do about it. And you just gotta change. I talked about Octavia Butler. I don't know if it was this part 2 or group 2 or group 1. But Parable of Sower is one of the most important books in my life. And in it, she has parables. And one of the parables is God is change. And that is one of the truest things I've ever fucking read and heard. Everything changes. Death is change. Life is change. Or rather, birthing is a change. Everything is fucking change. So get with the program, baby. And I did this in the last part too, but I saw TikTok in which somebody used the "What do you mean?" photo deck to get like tarot or divination questions and shit like that, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever, so I'm gonna do that. And the question I had was like, what is life, or what mood do you need to adopt in order to get to be your best self? Like, what should your mood be until you get there, you know? That's really fucking funny. Can I get a go DJ? Hey, go DJ. I'm gonna think about that. Cause why would you wanna be this when you're trying to be your best self? Oh, come on, focus on that beauty you need to. Why would you be this when you're trying to be your best self? But maybe you're like me, where in which you haven't had time to really internalize all of the changes that have been happening, so it makes it really hard for you to internalize the fact that there are changes happening. So you just need a little bit of you time to fucking feel the feelings that you have been feeling. I don't know, could just be that or not. I love music. Oh, I did start by dancing. Great, I finished but dancing. I don't want to turn it up, so I don't get monetized. I hope you guys can hear it. Go DJ. Can I get a go DJ? Go DJ. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. Hi, group number 3. If you picked the Amethyst, whatever his name, you're cool, because this is one of my favorites. It's from my island country. Special to me. I hadn't visited home for a really long time. I visited last summer for the first time in like 7 years. It was fucking amazing. So we're gonna figure out how you can use that energy of my home country, Cape Verde, if you ever want to look it up, to just tap into the energy of being your best self. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I call this Nefertiti. Are we gonna focus, Nefer? Or TD. Anyways, we're gonna use Nefertiti to get your answers about how you can become your best self. All right, Nefer. Let's see. She's quite tough. Nefertiti, Nefertiti, Nefertiti. Give it some influence. I have some Afro beats going on in the background, so sometimes I'll get distracted and sing. Get to work. You know that, like, Kim Kardashian meme when she's like, it seems like nobody wants to work these days. Like, get your ass up and fucking work. That's kind of what tarot is telling you. But not like labor work where you're working for a company making somebody else money. You need to work for yourself. In the sense of, maybe it is that you want to start a small business or whatever the fuck, but you just need to pour into yourself. You're pouring way too much into other people, and it's going to lead to this catastrophe. But recently internalized that the Tower is one of my favorite cards. I used to be so fucking scared of it until I realized that chaos is great. And hear me out, I'm a Scorpio moon, right? I used to always be like, oh my god, I thrive in chaos, because I used to always be drawn to chaos. But also scientific. But if you are somebody who experienced a lot of trauma, particularly in the time of development, you are attracted to trauma as being a normal. So that was very much me. A lot of trauma, a lot of childhood trauma, right? I thought that shit was normal. So my fucking body, my sense of being, all my fucking physical fucking dimensions or whatever the fuck, I love chaos. But instead of me thriving in chaos, the chaos was thriving in me. I know you like that too. But baby, it's time we make chaos our bitch. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like, it's the full moon 2 days after. I recently synced my menstrual cycle with a new moon cycle, and that shit is having fucking popping off. So right now is the best time for me. I'm ovulating, baby. I'm with the moons. I'm with the shits. I'm with the chaos. This bitch crazy. The moon crazy. I don't think you can see the moon here in the Tower card, but that bitch is fucking crazy. And you need to get into that. The moon, I started calling the moon Beyonce because, like, she's so far, but yet feels like so close too. Like, if you listen to Lemonade, you feel like you know Beyonce, but like you'll never be able to pick up your phone and be like, Beyonce, I felt Lemonade. Like, you know. Anyways, yeah, thrive in the chaos. Use it to your own good. And like, people say, what does that mean, right? Everything around you is always going to be chaotic as fuck. Life, particularly the life we live on this earth, with the reality of everything that's going on, nothing is going to get better anytime soon. So just fucking fuck it. Do whatever the fuck you want, because there's chaos always. So use the chaos, the energy of whatever the fuck is going on, and do the things you need to for yourself. You, baby, you. Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of balancing going on, I think, for you. Particularly, I think you're giving projects for, like, not projects. The feeling that I'm getting is that the feeling is the sense that you're doing a lot for other people. Jobs, work, relationships, friendships, doing for other people. And like, here's you and your needs to the bottom. Fuck that shit though. This is not what this is about. This lifetime is not about how you can serve everyone else. You're giving me North Node and Leo feels. But yeah, you can't get to the point of servicing other people when you can't even do that for yourself. You're not going to be here much longer if you can't do that. If you can't give to yourself, you literally will wither away. We don't need that. Nobody needs that. Knight of Wands. Pursue the things that make you fucking feel fiery. The things that make you passionate. Like, act on the crazy. Crazy has a really bad sentiment in our society, I think. A lot of people are like, oh, don't say crazy. Some people are like, you know, say crazy. I'm diagnosed with like 30 different things, so I can describe myself as crazy, and I love that word because everything is fucking crazy. I sometimes think about the fact that what makes other people crazy is other people, or what makes people crazy is other people. Like, I'm not the problem, you bitches are. You bitches made me into the problem, so like, fuck everyone else and focus on you. That's the message for today. Actually, I got a little bit more in me. So let's see what Nefertiti has in her. Nefertiti. I think every card or every reading has gotten the 9 of Swords. Nobody's okay. I think, like, even spiritually, there must be some fucked up shit going on spiritually that has us, like, some spiritual realm fight going on that has everyone fucking feeling low energy vibrationally in the real life. Like, the dream realm is a whole thing. Scientists can't even fucking understand it. They're like, what the fuck is going on, right? And even, well, some societies have ideas and kind of have figured it out. If you want to look into that, just fucking, you know, rabbit hole for you. But yeah, we bitches are not okay, and it's subconsciously pervading in every fucking dimension of self, like physical, emotional, spiritual, soul. I don't fucking know all the dimensions there are of the self. But yeah, you're staying up. I said this earlier to the other reading, but if it is that you are a dreamer now, if you were previously a dreamer, you currently are having dreams that you can't remember, or not having dreams at all because there's too many dreams going on. Or if you're not a dreamer, you started having dreams and that's just scaring you. Particularly with the full moon having happened June 14th, there's a lot of fucking dream energy going on. And yeah, you just need to be more, what's the word? Resourceful? Not resourceful. You just need to be more aware of your energy and how you dish it out. I think the Four of Pentacles, sometimes, or most of the times when I see it, it's talking about people who are just keeping to themselves. But I think you need to do that. It's like, you need to stop hanging out with everybody and doing everything for everybody else. Even if you're not hanging out with somebody, you're probably doing something for them. So fucking stop it. Stop it. Give that energy to yourself. Build your own kingdom. It's about time, for real, for real. Let's get a couple more cards from you. And Nefertiti's. Titties. Let's see what you got to say. Nefertiti, what should we say to this person watching right now? Straighten up. Watch your posture. I always have to remind myself of my posture. It's crazy how much it fucking affects the rest of your fucking life. Anyways. Cool. One more? Even though I get I feel like groups 1, 2, and 3 would be great friends. Like, if you just find people in the comments, y'all would be besties. Afrobeats just got me going. Anyways, make friends with the people in the comments if you see them. Y'all would be great friends and a great place to start community. As groups 1 and 2 really emphasize community, but 2 and 3 emphasize healing a lot. Like, I feel like 2 and 3 are having very similar experiences. 1 and... everybody's really just, like, kind of going through the same karma, like, in our lives, and we're just living life in different fonts. I think people don't quite internalize that. I don't internalize that all the time. So, I feel like group number 1, that message was of somebody who is almost at the end. Group number 2 and 3 feel like a beginning or a middle to me. Of, like, whatever cycle is really prominent in your life right now. You know? Anyways, y'all can share what the fuck's been going on with each other. We had the star, the bad bitch star, the best bitch. Yeah, I'm an Aquarius. Anyways, we have the Page of Cups, and I don't know, this I just picked up because it was on there. 4 of Pentacles is just telling you, Keep it all to yourself. Keep that energy to you. Focus on yourself. Anyways, the star is really truly one of my favorite cards. I have to meditate on this bitch. Anyways, it reminds me of that every time. I'm in a fucking badass Aquarius and I gotta show the world that I'm a fucking badass Aquarius and I don't give a fuck about their opinions. The Aquarius is the sister sign of Leo. That means they're opposites on the fucking birth wheel chart, whatever, on the zodiac wheel. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, fucking Aquarius and Leos are literally the same signs, different fonts. Like, we're literally the same and it's scary. But Aquarius is like, we're like, the things Aquarius don't give a fuck about are not the things that Leo don't give a fuck about. Like, Aquarius is out here living in space, which is why we're an air sign, and Leo being an earth sign, you know, I mean, fucking sun, right? Anyways, Aquarius is Audi 3000 maybe. We just don't care about what people see around it. Like, people think of us as we're Audi 3000 in space, building our own fucking colony and, like, technology and whatever, right? And that's kind of the feeling you need to get into, like, that Page of Cups self, which is very free fucking spirited. You're in your own fucking world. This reality is your own. You really got to build it. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, manifest this, manifest that. But, like, truthfully, particularly as people who experience a lot of trauma, you escape with fucking delusions, right? You're already delusional as fuck, bitch. Use those delusions to your own good. Like, manifesting and delusion are, like, right here, right? Sometimes we think we're manifesting when we're really being fucking delusional, and we need to practice how do we take the next step, because there are like 12 laws. If you're fucking talking about manifestation, then you need to probably follow the other fucking laws related to it. And after this, I think manifestation, the 7th and the 8th law is like the law of action. Do, bitch. You bitches be forgetting that. Anyways, I'm gonna get the Moonology Oracle deck to give us a little bit of a message. What do we have to say, Lua? I feel like that was a lot for you. I'm sorry. What do we have to say, Lua? I'm just gonna stop right there. North Node. Look up your North Node. If you don't know shit about North Node, just look up North Node and look up how to find your North Node and look up everything about your North Node, YouTube videos, articles, and live in your North Node. That's the delusion you need to be in, right? There's so many. TikTok has been a really great source for me, but like, there's this recent practice going around where people make make files. You can use Canva or any other fucking thing you want. Write it down of who you see yourself as being, and usually the North Node is that thing, that person that we want to be in our lifetime, and it's always going to be in the back of our head as if we don't pursue that person that want. So you need to step out of your comfort zone. Be that, giving me Leo North Node vibes, especially with the star coming out. And Leo North Node is all about being the center of attention. And you need to start feeling that. How do you be the center of attention? How do you be the star of the fucking show, bitch? And lastly, I saw TikTok about this. I can talk about TikTok forever. Anyways, what do you mean? Somebody on TikTok did divination in which they just used this deck of pictures and asked a question. So I'm gonna do the same. But yeah, what mood will you have to be in order to manifest your best self? Oh, I'm gonna stop using the word manifest. How to become your best self. Jump off the bridge. Just fucking do it. YOLO. Fucking do it. Do it. You won't. Do it. Do it. You won't. Yeah. I don't know if there's... You guys, the three groups have had such similar messages. And I have short-term memory diagnosed. So, like, I don't remember what the fuck I be saying. But, a lot of you have a problem with acting. You just think so much that you forget the action behind the doing. And I think that's kind of what I was talking about with saying like you're kind of or not, you are delusional, but you're not doing the action behind the delusion to make it manifest, you know. So yeah, you're just gonna have to jump off that cliff, let everything burn, and then build from that foundation. I think that was group number 2's message. But yeah, if you like it, you should listen to that group. Anyways, babies, I was fucking sick. Love y'all.